Hey you guys, my name is Shamacia Williams. Obviously you know that because you are on my channel. This is not my first time on YouTube, but this is my first time using YouTube in this format. If you have followed me on basically any other form of social media, you know that I started a blog this year called Epigraphs on epigraphsthevlog.blogspot.com. And I'm looking into transitioning that and extending it into YouTube into a vlog format, which is what you're watching right now. This is Epigraphs the Vlog, so hey, basically the YouTube version of Epigraphs the Vlog, is just going to be me talking about my life as a collegiate student and walking out on faith and being a Christian. I think that a lot of young adults are in this, especially my friends, like they're in a period of transition. Some of us are trying to find out like who we are and what do we want to do in our life and who we are in Christ. And I know that that is a struggle, but I feel like I'm called to encourage people and give advice and love and show love and be help any way that I can. So this is just another way to do that. So yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys with a super long introduction. I just want to introduce myself. This is my first video of Epigraphs the Vlog. I'm kind of really excited. And this is 10 don'ts for your freshman year of college. So let's get started. Tip number 1, don't procrastinate. Okay, in high school, I was like the master procrastinator because, okay, when you're like smart, you think you can just do stuff at the last minute. And so I used to procrastinate all the time. And then I tried to bring that mess to college. Don't do it. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, don't procrastinate. Just whenever you get an assignment, make sure that you just break it up over the next week or over the next 2 weeks or however long you have to do it. If you can get started on an outline or some part of the project, the research or something, like start the first day that you get it. Because if you wait and do it the night before, you're going to want to just like beat yourself in the head because why would you do that? Tip number 2, don't be a loner. I spent way too much of my first semester in my dorm room just like by myself. I should have been out, involved in clubs, getting to know people. I did like go out to gym classes sometimes, but I didn't want to I wanted to get my feet wet, which helped me on the academic side, but people were out socializing and getting to know people, and I was studying and then coming back to my dorm room. So don't be a loner. When you have the opportunity to go out, maybe for lunch with some people or to play a game of flag football or just whatever it is, take that opportunity. Like, don't be a loner. Tip number 3, don't be disorganized. My best friend was my planner all throughout high school and this first year of college. Everything I needed from every class for the whole month was in my planner in one place. I could look at it, pop that puppy open whenever I needed to, carry it class to class, carry it class to class. So if the teacher is like, oh yeah, you got a quiz next week, you can just pop it open, put it in there, write it down as soon as you get it so you don't forget. Another technique I used is just laying out my schedule for the week. I could see everything that I needed to do, everything I needed to do for the day for long-term projects, and things like, hey, I need to clean today, or hey, I need to make an appointment with so-and-so today. Just in one space, so if it's like finals weeks, you don't have to be overwhelmed by how much stuff you need to do in the next few weeks. Tip number 4, don't pack so much. I brought my whole life in my suitcase. Like, I had a full pickup truck plus like the back seat for a little half of a traditional dorm. You don't need that. Anything that's gonna stay stuffed under your bed or in a shelf, or you don't need it. My makeup, I wear like the same compact every day. You think you're gonna need all this stuff, but you're not. It's just gonna be a cluttered mess. So leave some of that stuff at home. Tip number 5, don't spend so much of your own money on food. Make use of that meal plan. I know, especially when it started to get cold and I didn't feel like going out for food or going out to the restaurants and swiping my meal swipes, I was totally like, I'm getting this delivered. But you want to make use of that meal plan because you've already paid for it or your scholarship has already paid for it. And it doesn't make sense to use your own money. Like, you're going to see when you when your meal plan changes or you don't have a meal plan anymore when you're upperclassmen, you're gonna wish you had used stuff like that. And groceries get expensive. Like, you will spend a lot of money on food. So yeah, make use of what you have. Number 6, don't be the type of person who only calls their parents when they need some money, because that's trifling. Call your parents. This is a transition for them too. They love you and they want to know that you're not dead. Tip number 7, don't fail to participate and or skip classes. When you think that you're smart enough to get away with it, you might be right for the first few times. But eventually, you're going to miss something important. You're going to miss like little side notes by the teacher. You're going to miss opportunities to ask questions or, meet after class if you had a question about something somebody said. Like, you're going to miss important stuff. So go to class. That's what you're there for. That's what you're paying all that tuition money for. Go to class. Tip number 8. Don't miss out on opportunities. It's kind of like number 2. But if there's an opportunity to do something that challenges you especially, or that you're just curious about, go do that. Go make the memories you're gonna look back on and smile about. Like, this is the time to do it. Do it. Tip number 9, don't fail to study what you love. When I was coming in, especially at the beginning of my first semester, I was like, yeah, they say like follow your dreams and stuff like that, but I need to make sure that I choose a major that is going to get me hired after graduation, because I'm going to have student loans and I'm not trying to be about that broke student loan debt unemployed life. And that's still obviously going to be a concern, but you need to study things that you actually are interested in. Not everybody's meant to be a doctor. Not everybody's meant to be pre-med or engineering or chemistry. Maybe you want to major in music. Maybe you want to major in art. Maybe you want to be an anthropology major or just an English major who does not want to be a teacher. Do whatever makes you happy, because you're going to be spending the next 4 years doing it. And last but not least, don't neglect personal time. You're going to need time to stop and eat and just breathe. Go on a walk. Go on a bike ride. Meet up with your friends. Play a sport. Play an intramural sport. Do something that makes you happy. Pray. 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 Don't neglect time with God throughout this whole transition. I cannot even tell you how important that was for me, because I was going through, let me tell you. But I started to pray, started to spend some time in the Word each morning, and it got me excited about my day. It got me excited to get up. I felt like, even if I had 13 things to do today, if I started off with some quiet time with God, like, I was straight. My mind was clear. I didn't wake up with the, oh my God, I have to do this. Like, I was straight. So spend personal time, and especially spend personal time with God. Hey, so I hope you guys enjoyed these 10 tips. If I missed anything, leave it in the comment section below. If you agreed, disagreed, or just want to keep the conversation going, comment me or hit me up on my blog or hit me up in my email, which I will keep in the description. Hope you have a great and blessed day. See you later. I feel like I'm looking a little Cardi B-ish.